amongst a few other things. I'm here on holiday, but Gerald, I'm looking for people that I can take back to England and promote as artists.
Now, who are you really looking for over here, Barry? You've got a drummer. Who else would you like?
I want a female singer. Believe it or not, there are two top female singers in England. Two top female singers. To me, that's pretty disgusting.
Well, how did you make it in England? You, I believe, made a secret LP over here.
Yes, we did. This is before we left for England. We made a private LP with a guy called Ozzy Byrne, who had his own private little studio. And we made the album ourselves, and our father sent it over to England to various agents and that. But we had no sort of contacts. Nobody returned our mail or anything like that. We arrived in England, and we went to see the Great Elk organisation, who told us that it was highly competitive, which we already knew, and said to, in a way, to forget it, to go home and work it out over here. And this man was Eddie Jarrett, who managed the Seekers. He said there were too many groups around. This was 2 years ago. Since then, there's about a dozen new groups come up and hit the top. And 2 days after that, we were given a very nice phone call by Robert Stigwood, who was at that time Brian Epstein's partner. And 3 days, we went in to see him. He asked us to come in. And 3 days after that, we signed a 5-year contract. And we've never looked back since. We've been very happy.
What do you do to stay there, to stay successful? Because you are.
You keep saying that. What do I do to stay?
All right, for me to say.
I keep quiet. I keep quiet. I stay home, and I give that to anybody who's going over there. Stay out of the clubs. I stay out of the clubs because that's the place where you become ruined. Because you can go to the Inn Club, which is the Revolution in England, which is the Beatles sort of Beatles castle, where everybody goes, the Stones and Jimi Hendrix, all these people, and they all go and they all just sort of sit around and talk and drink all night until they look like ghosts, And this is the beginning of the end for any pop artist. They're late night lunos every night of the week, and the only way to stay, as you say, to stay up there, is to stay at home, stay out of sight. You never see Tom Jones. You never see Engelbert Humperdink. You never see any of these people that look healthy or are healthy or that are at the top and are going to stay there because they don't go out. They just are not seen, and that's the price you pay. Stay in.
Hey, what do you think of the pop scene over here? You've been away from it for some time now.
You want complete factual opinion? I think it stinks.
Why?
And I think there are thousands of people who will agree with me in the pop business here. It reeks. And it reeks, and a lot of it's crooked, and I'm not afraid to say it. I would have been afraid to say it when I lived here, but I'm not in the least bit afraid to say it now. I suppose, and that's not because, I've had some success. Big deal, I'm Barry Gibb, so what? I'm just saying exactly what I think. There is nothing here for the kids. Nothing is being done for the kids. Nobody seems to be interested in doing anything for the kids. All they do is put on adult shows for adult people, and the teenagers are left, and all you read about in the papers is rapes and murders, young kids walking the streets. If they had places where kids could go and have some fun, and I mean places, big places, where they could go and have some fun, not the jukebox and slot machine stuff, where they can go and see a top group work or anybody work, and you have a restaurant on one floor, a clothes shop on another floor, men's and then women's for kids. I mean kids between the ages of sort of 13 to 18. And then other places between the ages of 18, 22, 23.